In this edition of the Parliament Report, massive tax package triggers opposition walkout of Parliament. Government digs deep into NHT coffers, and state-operated rural school bus system not on the cards. Jamaicans have been slapped with a $15.9 billion tax package, which was presented by Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips on February 12. An angry parliamentary opposition stormed out of Parliament, calling the measures massive and iniquitous. The walkout occurred after verbal protests by the opposition were drowned by a chorus of louder voices coming from the government side with their superior numbers. During a debate on the first supplementary estimates in Parliament, Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips unveiled a tax package that increases the total taxation from the current financial year to nearly $40 billion. The tax measure will see the employer's portion of the education tax moving up by 0.5% and the employees by 0.25%. This will take effect on March 1 and is expected to yield $2.8 billion. Phillips also introduced a range of new measures related to General Consumption Tax GCT that will come into effect on March 1. The telephone call tax has been included in the taxable base for the purpose of calculating GCT. The tax is expected to pull in $1.3 billion in government coffers. He announced that all fees and taxes paid at the ports as part of the GCT base are expected to rake in another $1.5 billion. Another $200 million is expected to be earned through an amendment to the legislation to account for GCT on the face value of prepaid vouchers airtime. The finance minister revealed that an increase in income tax on dividends payable to residents to 15% is expected to yield approximately $800 million. The imposition of a surtax on the taxable income of large unregulated companies will generate $1.2 billion, while the introduction of a customs administration fee will yield a similar amount. Other taxation measures relating to transfer tax, betting, gaming and lotteries and property taxes are expected to bring in a total of $6.9 billion for government. The tax package and other related measures are precursors to the signing of an agreement between the government and the IMF. The cash-rich National Housing Trust will also be called on to provide $11 billion per annum over the life of the pending International Monetary Fund program. Finance Minister Peter Phillips says this will go towards the government's fiscal consolidation efforts. Without providing details on the impact the large withdrawal from the trust would have on the housing entity, Phillips said the NHT's mandate would not change. Transport and Works Minister Dr. Omar Davies says the government is not in a position to operate a rural school bus program. With the state bus company facing serious financial challenges, Davies said the government could not take on such a project that would further incur significant losses to the company. The Transport Minister was responding to questions from opposition spokesman on finance Audley Shaw during a meeting of Parliament's Standing Finance Committee on February 12. The committee was reviewing the first supplementary estimates of expenditure for financial year 2012-2013. This has been another edition of the Parliament Report. Join us next time when we provide the latest on parliamentary sittings in Gordon House. Until then, I'm Edmund Campbell saying, walk good.